Public health problems can spring from private wells. If you have a private well in Minnesota, there's about a 10% chance the water coming out of your faucets is contaminated. We take a closer look into this issue in this week's AgWeek cover story. According to the Minnesota Health Department, 1.2 million Minnesotans get their drinking water from a private well. Without the same legal protections as people living in cities and towns, private well users are responsible for making sure their water is safe to drink. An MDA groundwater study showed that in western Winona and eastern Olmsted County, between 10 to 55% of households across the 10 townships were drinking water above the health risk limits. Major contaminants include bacteria, nitrates, pesticides, arsenic, lead, and radon. Jeffrey Broberg is one of the founders of the Minnesota Well Owners Organization. He and his wife have lived on their farm in Winona County since 1986. He started the group because of his concerns about well water.
And my own personal well is contaminated. It's 400 feet deep, over 100 years old. I've not been able to drink the water for over 20 years. The area I live, 40 to 60% of the households have nitrate levels above the health risk limit, and they're still drinking the water.
The Minnesota Well Organization works with well owners and partners with non-governmental organizations, along with state and local governments. Its goal is to conduct free water quality screening clinics. MNWOO holds over 10 free water testing clinics a year around the state. The Minnesota Department of Health recommends having your well tested for nitrate every other year. The Minnesota Well Organization is also working with Rural Organizing Project to spread the word that rural communities need to work together to protect water quality for farmers and everyone. At a listening session in southeast Minnesota, people gathered to talk about protecting rural water. Former Minnesota state lawmaker Todd Lippert leads the organizing project. He says it's imperative to find common ground and solutions that work for everyone, especially in the face of climate change.
People are talking about extremes in weather, and they're talking about water. So both water quantity and water quality. Extremes in weather leads to more flooding, more soil erosion. Drought seems to intensify issues of pollution and also questions about scarcity.
Lippert says more listening sessions will be held in rural communities around the state. Thanks for watching AgWeek TV on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. We put out new videos every Saturday.